This is how I can say that it depends on person to person and background, places, where you studied in your childhood. Those things also matter. And also, some people
Mm,
belong to completely village and they start learning, so they need time to understand. And some people are so passionate towards learning English, so they can even learn within 3 months or within 2 months, within 1 month. But yeah,
yeah.
fluency, I can definitely tell you that fluency comes within years, I would say.
Mm,
The
yeah.
fluency, the way we speak fluently,
Mm,
effortlessly comes by years.
yeah. Right, ma'am. I completely agree with you. I believe that, like, yeah, you are right. Like, you are saying correct, because everyone has different journey to learn this language.
Hmm. For you,
Yeah.
what do you think? How it long it will take to become fluent? Now, how you have decided, what your strong desire, how much dedicated you are, how much passionate you are, that will define.
Yes, yes, ma'am. You are right, ma'am. I can say it's long journey process, ma'am. You know, I can
Long journey.
say, I can say I'm not thinking like within 6 months, within 1 year, I will become a good speaker. No,
Yes. And
no,
this is we need to think. I also say people that do not decide a time, three
mm,
months, 6 months, 1 year. So after that, what? Are you not going to speak? The language is for entire life till the death. Once you get
yes,
into the language, you have to learn it. You have to speak. Whenever you want to start speaking, you can speak. So as you said
yeah. You
rightly.
need to. I can say, ma'am, you need to touch in this language entire,
Mm.
like, you know.
Like
So
when you
that's
don't know, it's fine. That time you
mm,
don't know the language, you don't have idea anything. But if you want to learn, so accept the language as a part of your life. I always say
mm,
that always it is with you. You can
mm,
speak, you can learn. But yeah, some people want to learn within few months, within 6 months, within 1 year. So for them, they have to do hard work and they need to focus towards it.
yeah. Yeah, I can say, ma'am, earlier I was unable to speak even single sentence. But I can say, like, day by day, I am learning, day by day, I am learning step by step. So, as you can see, like, I am able to articulate my thought, not correct way. I know, like, I make like tiny mistake here and there, you know.
Hmm.
So, I can
Yeah.
say, I don't have any kind of fear. So, like, tell me, like, ma'am, like, while speaking, I make lots of mistake. I forget everything. I make sentence like two, three lines. After that, I forget.
Hmm.
I am unable to like form sentences more and more. So why does this happen, ma'am? Like, can you tell me? Can you give me some
Yes,
tips?
yes, yes. So I feel that maybe lack of practice, you need
Mhm,
more practices, lack of time, you need more time to get that
mhm,
fluency. I think this stage I also came across and I have passed, right? I have
mhm,
completed, and or I would say that I was also in that stage where I was unable to communicate fluently, and I was
mhm,
also not able to use as per I wanted to use. Right.
mhm.
So that happened with me, but time decided everything. I would say time, it needs time. I know you are
Yes,
speaking, you are practicing, you are sure that you want to improve. You
yes,
are also disciplined towards this language because you want to do it, you like to do it. If we
yeah,
like to do, we can definitely do it, right? But the thing is
yes,
time needs. And for you, how you practice, I don't have idea. Maybe you practice with the certain people, but I would recommend you to practice in front of camera, in front of people on online mode, and communicate with them. Then you will definitely understand how you need to explain, how you need to express, how you need to
mhm,
describe, how you need to
yes,
deliver thoughts. You
yes,
don't
ma'am. Yeah,
have
definitely.
idea because you have just completed 4 sessions.
Mm.
So I will
Yes.
recommend you to do it at least 50 sessions.
Mm.
Connect with the 50 people to talk, just video
Mm.
calling, not audio calls.
Yeah, I
Yes,
always,
you
ma'am,
will understand.
I always, yeah, earlier I have like, I had one application that is called peer up application. So whenever I had time, so I used to like practice on that application. It's audio call.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
now I can say I always prefer to talk on video call, because in video call you have to show up your hand gesture, your eye content. So that kind of like activities build your confidence, right?
Yeah, yes, you are right. Because
Mm,
now it's a high time for you to take action
mm,
for video calls. Step by step, we need to shift. You have
yes.
already talked with a lot of people on audio calls, but now it's
Mm,
high time to take action for video calls, and you are doing it. So do it for many videos, many with many people. Yeah, I
yes,
think
yes.
got stuck. Okay, so that is how you will improve. And I would say start speaking every single day. Take any topic and discuss about it. That is how also you can do,
Yeah,
because if
it
you're not
happens
able
to
to
me.
connect with people, every
Yes,
time
yes.
we can't connect with people if we don't get people. But what we can
Yes.
do, for us, we can practice. You can record in front of camera and talk about a topic. Then also what you forget, you will remove from there
Yeah,
that
absolutely right,
problem.
ma'am. Yeah, I do. I do, ma'am. Like every day I record like myself 5 to 10 minutes
Mm.
in
Yeah,
English,
that
I
is
can say.
also you can do. In front of camera you
Mm,
record, right?
yeah.
Yes, and also you can do one thing, talk to chat gpt, and
Okay.
everyday practice with ChatGPT. That also helps to get fluency
Mm,
and speaking practice. This is how
mm,
you can also understand, and that you will get chance to think nicely. Now, when you are talking to people in video call, so you are not getting chance to think or process the
mm,
things. But when you talk to ChatGPT or with yourself, take a time. Or also one thing you can do, write yours about yourself. Journaling you can do. Writing also helps to communicate better, to express.
mm.
These are the things we
Yeah.
can do. And keep
Yeah,
reading.
definitely, ma'am. I will do.
Yes, and shadow technique also you can do. Shadow technique also helps.
Okay. So, do you do like shadowing practice or not?
Yes, I do shadow technique. I was
Oh,
doing earlier a lot when I was beginner, because I knew that I didn't know any. I didn't have idea that time to connect with people, but I knew that I was listening properly. So when I was
mm,
listening, I was practicing shadow technique also that time.
okay.
So shadow
That's
technique
nice.
is really helpful to improve our pronunciation.
Yeah, absolutely right, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, ma'am. Like, I want to ask you last question. Like,
Yeah, sure.
so tell me, ma'am, like, should we like hire any tutor for learning English or not? Because there are millions of people. They know, like we are living in 2026. We are like living in AI, like artificial intelligence, right? So
Mm,
you can learn by YouTube, as you said, like you learned by yourself, right? So
mm.
there are lots of technology. I can say you can learn by YouTube. You can learn through ChatGPT. You can learn record yourself. So do you think like we should hire any tutor to improve our communication skills for learning English or not?
Mm. So first point I want to say, first point is for me, or in my experience, if you are talking about that you didn't connect with
Mm,
tutors or anything, I have connected with many people because I have created an environment. Yes, I didn't
mm,
take classes, but I created my environment that I got the opportunity to connect with tutors, experts, anyone. I created an
mm,
environment, but many people can't create an environment. They can't
mm,
open a YouTube channel and get collaboration with people, right?
mm.
So for them, what I can say, always ChatGPT is not going to help us, or we don't even like. We feel bored. Now we are
Yes, sir.
communicating with people, definitely feel interesting. So that's
Mm,
why I believe even I get bored when I type or when I
mm,
prompt in ChatGPT. So
mm,
I really like to connect with people in person. In person, it's very difficult to get people in my locality. So what I do on online mode, I do. So that's why I feel that guidance is really important. And for speaking practice, basically you need, I would say, a guider
mm.
or mentor or tutor or teacher or trainer. So
Yeah.
I will, yeah, because you will get the chance to talk,
Mm.
to convey your
Yes, yes.
thought. You will understand how you communicate there. Because many
Mm.
people don't get people to practice, or
Yes,
they get
absolutely right.
people, but they are also beginners. So how they will
Mm,
correct it? They will be not able to correct anyone, right? But if we talk to experts,
mm,
so they will get a correction. They will give you feedback. They will understand your speaking skills, how you speak, what are the things you need to improve. Tutor will
mm.
support you,
Yes.
suggest you. Yeah. So that's why we need, of course, we need. I have talked with many people, experts, and everyone. So that's why I feel confident and I have learned.
Oh,
after
that,
connecting with them. But for you all, like those who are learners or audience, they don't have partners, people, guiders, or any
mm,
mentors or anyone. So they need to definitely connect with people, whether we use any tools or not. Doesn't matter. Yes. Hi.
yeah,
Good afternoon. Right now it's good afternoon in my,
yeah,
I would say in India. What
yeah,
about
very,
you?
very good. Yeah, very, very good afternoon. Here it's morning time, I can say. So,
Okay, it's morning
so ma'am,
time.
how are you?
May I know the time?
Yeah, it's 10.
Okay. Okay. So currently, right now, I think you are in Saudi Arabia, as you said.
Yes, yes, you are right, ma'am.
Hmm.
Yes.
As you asked me how I am, so yes, I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking me. What about you? You tell me, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm also doing well. Thank you for asking me too. So, ma'am,
Mhm.
like we are meeting very first time. So, would you like to say something about yourself first?
Yeah, before that, I would like to welcome you on my channel, Swetas English Lifestyle, as we are meeting for the very first time. So, yes, my name is Sweta and I'm from West Bengal, India. I have completed my graduation. I'm doing masters. I'm about to complete. And I have a YouTube channel, Swetas English Lifestyle, where I have been working for English language. I began to learn and started teaching at the same time and making videos on YouTube. So this is how it has been going. And yes, I teach online and offline. So this is all about me. Thank you.
Okay, so shall I
May I
start
know
my introduction?
about you?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course, why not?
sure.
So
Yes.
actually, yeah, I am Shanwaz. Actually, I'm from India. I study Uttar Pradesh, a district Jaunpur. But currently, I'm speaking with you from Saudi Arabia, where I work as a driver. At the same time, I am working and improving my communication skill. As for my qualification, so I have just completed 10th grade. So I can say that's pretty much about myself.
Hmm. Okay,
Yes,
so you work as a driver in Saudi
yes,
Arabia.
yes, yes.
I think
Yeah.
how like did you how are you enjoying there
Yes,
or
I
not?
can say, ma'am, I
Mhm.
am so satisfied with my job, and I can say Saudi people are so approachable person, so kind person. They have
Hmm.
kind-hearted person. They have kind-hearted.
They are very kind-hearted person. They
Yes.
are very
Yeah.
kind-hearted person. You can say yes. Or
Yes, ma'am.
they are. We are using so they are very kind-hearted people. For them, we
Yes.
say they. Yeah. So that.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm. So how long have you been staying there?
Yeah, I can say I have been working in Saudi Arabia for 3 years.
Wow, 3 years have completed
Yes.
staying out
Yes.
of country, out of India.
Yes. Yeah,
So
ma'am.
are you
And
enjoying a lot, I think, as you said?
yeah, I can say I'm enjoying a lot in Saudi Arabia, and I am so happy here.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Why, may I know so? Why you are
Yeah,
so happy there?
because ma'am, like my boss is so kind. They always ready to help me. So that's why.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
great to know that in that type of countries we can go and we can feel that yes, of course, we can do safely because out of country we feel insecure and we think we would feel
Yes.
good or not, right? As you
Yeah.
said, though, based on your experience you are sharing, so people can definitely think that yeah, how the people behave in that country and how you are feeling.
Mm.
As you said, you are feeling so happy and
Mm.
satisfied with the work which you're working right now.
Yeah, ma'am. I love to ask you one question. Like, the way you speak, I love that. The way you articulate your ideas, I love that. So, may I know, like, when did you start your speaking journey, and how did you get
Hmm.
this kind of fluency?
Hmm. It's a very difficult question for me. Why? Because the solution is to practice, right? So I have been practicing and practically practicing. I'm doing. So people think that how am I doing and am I doing? There is no any Ramban, any
Mm.
things that I can share. But you can see I'm also practicing, right? And I would
Mm.
say I have learned this language by myself without doing any classes or anything like that, or on YouTube I
Wow.
have learned. So when did you start, as you said? So it's been 2 years I have completed on YouTube. And when I began my YouTube journey, so that time I was learning. It was my learning time. Before that, I was learning by myself, self practice. I was doing audio call practices and recording
Mm.
myself. That is how I was doing. So I began my YouTube and then started talking to people, guiding them, helping them, started learning and teaching same
Oh,
at the
that
same
sounds
time I
great.
did.
So
That is how.
you didn't take any session for learning English. You didn't take any
Yeah, I didn't
class.
take any classes. I didn't take, but I started connecting with people. So
Oh,
I
that
talked
sounds
with
great.
them. I guide. Yeah, I guide also. Whenever I have sessions, I try to help. So teaching helps me a lot. Always the
Oh,
mindset is to teach. So that's why.
hmm. Yeah, that sounds great. So do you do a reading practice because your vocabulary is pretty good and you incorporate your vocabulary effortlessly. So do you
Hmm.
read book?
Reading is I do, but I can't say that I do properly or every single day. Basically, I believe in speaking and listening to videos. Like if you are not able to read, so at least you can consume or you can listen. So I
Yes, ma'am.
listen a
Right,
lot.
right.
So this is
Yeah.
how, because we don't have words in our brain, right? We are not
Mm.
native speakers. We know Hindi words and our mother tongue, but we don't
Yes.
have idea English words and sentences. So for that,
Mm.
I often try to listen videos, and
Mm.
as much as I can speak, only listening, that's not enough. But producing
Yes,
is
yes,
also important. How much you are
yes, yes.
speaking, how much you are producing the word sentences. That's how we become fluent, and this is how we want to become fluent, right? We our target is
Mm.
to become fluent in English so that we can speak with anyone, communicate with each other, and we get a job even
Yes,
if
yes.
we know English,
Because, ma'am,
right?
like I believe that like English has become mandatory in every field. So that's why we must know how to communicate with others because it helps to get good jobs and good opportunities. Right.
Yes, you are right. Any
Mm-hmm.
other question do you have?
No, I don't have any other question. If you have, then you
No
can ask
problem.
me.
Definitely. So, how are you practicing English first? I would love to know. And how long have you been practicing English?
Okay, first of all, I would say like I started my speaking journey 6 months ago. Earlier, I used to consume lots of English content, but these days I am trying to only listening and speaking, practicing. So these days I am doing two things, and sometimes I read book. Like recently, I have purchased one book. Like it is called Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So whenever I get free time, so I read them, and that's how I am
Mm-hmm.
improving day by day. I can say,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. And do you talk to people, or is it your
Yeah,
first
these
conversation
yeah,
with me?
yeah these days I am trying to connect with YouTubers. So far, I have talked
Mm.
four people.
Okay. I was thinking that it's going to be your first conversation with me. So,
Mhm,
yes, I thought in that way. But you have already completed 4 sessions, and
mhm.
tell me the experience.
Yeah, my experience was really great, ma'am. I can say,
Mm.
yeah,
And you're looking also confident.
yeah, ma'am.
Do you think you
Earlier,
are
yeah,
confident?
yeah, you can say, ma'am. Earlier, like whenever I try to connect, well, like with advanced speaker, that time I feel underconfident. But now I am
Hmm.
reducing day by day my fear
How how are you
because of
reducing?
yeah, because of connecting
Connecting
with
with
people.
people.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is how people can also understand the audience. I would love to say to them that how we are practicing practically connecting with people and talking to each other. That is how we are improving. So people don't only watch the videos but start speaking from today. Yeah,
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yeah, because I believe that
exactly.
like the more you speak, the more confident you become. Right. If you really
Mm,
want to improve your communication skill, then you have to start speaking anyhow. Otherwise, nothing
exactly.
is going to happen.
For
Right.
anything, we need to take action. I believe always
Yeah.
that when we face it, when we experience
Mm,
it, so we
mm.
understand that how we can overcome, how we can improve, enhance. So
Yes,
while
yes,
doing, we understand. Without doing, thinking is not going to help us. Taking action
yes,
is
ma'am.
going to help. So this is how. So every day, how many hours do you practice English?
I can say I spend my time on speaking English like 2 3 hours.
Hmm. So you
Yeah.
are a working person. How do you get time? Because there are many people who work and they have excuses and they feel even not excuses, but they can't get chance to speak and they can't learn. So for you, if you share, so people will
Mm.
get motivated from you, right?
Yes, yes, I love to share this story. I can say this journey. So, see, ma'am, like I can say I have like lots of time, approximately 2 3, like approximately you can say 6 hour, 8 hours. I have lots of time. But you know, ma'am, like I work under the someone. So there is a no
Mm-hmm.
fixed duty time. Like my
Mm-hmm.
madam can call me anytime. So I can say there is a no fixed duty time. So so that's how I can say, like in 2 3 hours I practice every day
Mm-hmm.
on my English, I can say.
Oh, okay, okay. You don't have fixed time, right? Anytime you need to go and you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
attend.
Whenever my madam needs something and wants to go, then I go with her. Otherwise, I completely
Mhm.
free, I can say. But I don't know,
Okay.
like my ma'am can call
Mm-hmm.
me anytime. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have been staying for 3 years there. So did you visit many places till now in Saudi Arabia?
Yes, I have visited like once Makkah and
Mm-hmm.
Medina only, bus. Yes.
Okay. Only one place you visited.
Yeah, only one place.
Okay. What special food did you have there?
Yeah, I love to have here like Saudi, like khabsa. It's called khabsa. So like every day I can say, like I eat. I prefer to eat khabsa every day.
Hmm.
Like it's
Okay.
called biryani, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. So do you follow any hobbies in that country? Do you do anything except English?
Let's be honest, ma'am. Like I don't have any kind of hobbies, but recently I have
Hmm.
added new hobbies, which is learning English. So these days I am fully focused on
Hmm.
my learning English. Yeah, I can
Okay.
say.
So
Yeah,
after
I want
going,
to. Yeah,
after
yeah,
going that
yeah, ma'am.
country, you started learning English, or how did you
No,
realize
no.
first?
I came here, then I
Mhm.
started.
Okay. Yes, you were
Yeah,
saying something like.
yeah. Ma'am, like I want to become a good speaker, like a public
Hmm.
speaker. Anyhow, so that's why I
Mm-hmm.
like these days I focus on my learning English. No matter
Mm-hmm.
what, like no matter what, if I am making mistakes here and there, I don't I don't have any kind of fear. Because
And this is what
yeah,
we
because
need.
because
Okay.
mistakes are part of the learning process, right?
Yes, true, true, true. And
Yeah,
you're speaking pretty natural English, fluent.
yeah,
You also
yeah.
became fluent. I definitely can say that. So, what do
I
you
don't
think? How
think.
did you become fluent? This much? Yes, of course, if you are able to communicate, convey your thoughts, and
Mm.
able to share the things which you want without fumbling, even you're not getting stuck, not fumbling, not taking pauses, you're speaking naturally. So, what do you think? What is the secret behind it?
See, ma'am, like, see, if you really want to improve your communication skills, I can say then you have to follow a consistency, because consistency is the key to success. Without
True.
consistency, you can't improve your communication skills. Not just English, everything. You know. So if
Yeah.
you, yeah, if you really want to improve your English, then you have to follow your consistency.
Hmm.
Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. If you are
Yes.
practice, like if you are only listening, then if you
Hmm.
are not speaking practice, then you can't speak fluent speaker, you can't become a good speaker, right? And
Hmm.
ma'am,
Hmm.
like see, I have lots of vocabulary, but when it comes to using them, I can't using
Hmm.
them well. My mind goes blank at that time. I forget
Yes.
everything. So like I love to know about from your side, can you give me some tips, like how do recall my words, like while speaking?
Hmm. I would say there are many ways to improve vocabularies. And vocabularies, when it comes to talk about vocabularies, people definitely feel that what to do with that. We
Mm.
can speak, we can manage, we can handle the situation because we learn the communication skills. So that's why. But when it
Mm.
comes to talk about vocabularies, we cannot think to complete or feel that we are enough now to go with that. No, we always need to learn. So there are many aspects, many ways to learn. But I would say how
Yes.
you want to follow. Now people get easily bored by doing some activity, method, techniques, or theoretical parts. It's quite like people even follow by writing some vocabularies. And as you asked me the question, how will I use, while speaking those words or those vocabularies? I feel from my side, if I see my experience, I do not bother about vocabularies. I don't know why.
Mm.
I don't think about vocabularies. But what I do, I always listen to videos. Whenever I listen, I understand how the speakers are using words and sentences which I don't know. It can be anything,
mm,
idiom, phrases, some words we don't know, some complicated words. I always try to listen and I don't emphasize or force or, you know, I just want to use it now in this conversation. This kind of things I don't do for myself. What I do
mm,
when I feel that habituated, I need to make a habit of listening that word. If you don't
yeah,
have idea, just
mm,
listen. Repetition is needed for brain. When we repeat the for the listening part, we understand this word. Okay, now I'm aware about this word. Now I can use it. Some many words that I didn't know, but I kept listening. I kept listening and
mm,
I started speaking just automatically, naturally. I didn't even think that because I made a habit of listening that word again and again. So vocabulary part is like something people write some five vocabularies and they learn and they use examples, context. They try to understand context and all. So many things we can do, but if you don't have time, if you don't want to do those things, so what you can do, keep listening vocabularies which you want
mm,
to learn or you want to use. Now, when even what happens when we need those vocabularies, then only we learn. If
mm,
in your life you don't need, you learn many words in books, but if you don't need, so we don't use. So always think that which words or which vocabularies you are going to use, then
mm.
only you can, I would say, use or make it as a part of your life or as a part of
Yeah,
your English speaking. So I
yeah,
feel whatever I speak or whatever
mm,
I need, I just focus only those words and I understand repeatedly and I speak automatically. This is how I have been following. I haven't tried writing five vocabularies every day till
mm.
now.
Okay,
Yes.
that sounds great, I guess. Yeah.
And also when you speak, that time now repetition when we do for listening, we are habituated, brain understands that word. So what we need to do now, we need to pronounce so that
Mm,
mouth gets habituated towards that word. So repetition for speaking, also pronouncing the words. And once you get habituated, once you speak with anybody, if it requires, automatically comes. You don't need to
yeah,
think
ma'am.
that.
Yeah, ma'am. I can say I believe that like it's totally on consistency. There are
Hmm.
millions of people. They do excuses. You know, they waste their time on Instagram, and they feel like I am not improving. So how, like, if you don't practice, if you don't listen, how can you become a good speaker? Definitely you can't, right? And what about you, ma'am? Like, I have seen on YouTube.
I'm visible right now, right?
Yes, yes, you are visible right now.
Yes. Yes, you were saying something, please.
Yeah, I was asking, ma'am, like, I have seen like on YouTube, they posted like, I can teach you like within 6 months, within 1 year. So do you believe in that? Like it is possible or not, ma'am?
Hmm. Would to complete learning stage within
Yes,
1 month,
six
as
months.
you asked,
Yes,
or 6 months.
yeah.
Hmm. So for some people, they can learn within 1 month, within 2 months, within 3 months, within 6 months. But it depends on person to person, background,
Mm,
places. Now, if somebody studied in English medium and started their journey to learn, so within 1 month also that person can learn to get a habit or to being consistent towards it. So when we become consistent for learning English, we say that now I have just done 2 months and I have been speaking fluently. Like that way, people think. So it depends on, as I told you, it depends on person to person, what levels they have and what they know basically. Some people start from scratch completely, so that person is if comparing with somebody who knows English and who can do within 2 months 3 months, because only the basic things or few things were required, so he do it, or maybe he did it or she did it. So
mm,
then how can I compare with that person? that you know English, you knew it, but you were unable to speak, or you didn't know how to speak basically. For that matter, you told that just have learned within 2 months, because for 2 months that person is speaking. But for me, I started from scratch, and I'm
Oh,
comparing with that person within 2 months. How can't be a fluent? People ask this question like that. So I would say, do not think about people, but fluency. Now, for complete beginner, doesn't know anything, so it will take 6 months, 3 months. If that person is doing consistently every single day, following certain things which we need, the right direction, if you are in, then it's definitely, because now we go here and there when we start learning English. We don't have idea the particular direction, no guidance, no
mm,
schools, not like that, no background. So that's why some people take a lot of time to learn this language, and some people
mm,
speak within 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, like that. So it
yeah,
depends on like that way, I would say. And they start their journey from anywhere. We cannot say when they started. Maybe they have been surrounding with the English environment and didn't speak, but when they start speaking within 2 months, they start saying that I have been learning only for 2 months. But they have been
mm,
learning for a long time. It also happens in this way. The
yes, yes, ma'am.
scenario I have seen, I have experienced this.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Yes. For me, like I have started from the scratch, completely from scratch. I have started from the zero. So it takes me a long time to do it. Now,
Mm,
within 1 year or within 6 months, I have started speaking, but fluency comes later. I started speaking within 3 months, I can say. But that time I was unable to say proper sentences. I was speaking broken languages, broken
mm,
English language, I would say. So it is not possible to say that and even some